Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Wales. I've somehow found myself back here. No, joking aside, so I'm actually here to do another photography job over the next couple of days. I was supposed to arrive today at 2 o'clock and just work till 6, and then I got 2 full-on days over the next couple of days. They messaged me yesterday and said, yeah, 2 till 6 is no good for us anymore. Can you do 8 o'clock in the morning and we'll stick you in a hotel? So I was like, yeah, go on then, why not? So, yeah, that's in Cardiff. So I thought, you know what? I got a whole afternoon free. BRECON Beacons is only an hour away. So I've actually ventured over back to, you can just see it through the trees, Henrhyd Falls. I've been here before, and this is the one that was featured in the Batman film. It was the Batcave. You can go behind it and stuff. I've done that before. Check out the previous vlog. I'm probably not going to do it again this time, but I just want to come down and actually do some nice pictures and stuff. But since we're on the topic of waterfalls, what I want to talk about today is actually my favourite shutter speed for photographing waterfalls. So I'm going to start making my way down to the bottom. I've stopped because it's very steep, very slippery with the autumnal leaves on the ground. And yeah, let's go find some shots. Okay, so just actually heading away from the falls, downstream at the minute. Just seen a couple of people heading up that way, so I thought, you know what, I'll give them minutes before I head over there and whip out the camera and ruin their experience of it. So I thought I'd come down here and have a look to see if I could find any other shots. We've still got some autumnal leaves. You can see some of the colour behind me. And yeah, just thought I'd see if I can see anything. Streams down there. There are a few bits where you can see people have walked down to the stream and stuff. I'm currently on a very muddy, slippery path, so I'm watching my step. Obviously, because I'm here to do other work, can't go injuring myself. Anyway, favourite shutter speeds for photographing waterfalls. Now, first of all, I want to touch on how I actually am able to achieve the slow enough shutter speeds. Now, you know me, I always try and shoot on ISO 100. Realistically, on the A7R4, I can push the ISO, it's not a problem at all. But why would I want to? Unless it's dark or dingy, as it seems to have gone right now, I shouldn't need to up that ISO. However, one of the ways I actually achieve my favourite desired shutter speed for waterfalls is through the use of ND filters. Obviously, as well, along with ND filters, there is also the circular polarizer, which only reduces light by about 1/3 of a stop. But you know what? Sometimes that can just be enough just to tip it over to where you want to be. So, slight issue. Because I kind of only found out last minute about having to head up last night, it left me in a mad panic, and I was packing my bags and I was like, oh, actually I'll take more gear with me because I'll go out tomorrow afternoon. And yeah, I forgot my circular polarizer. Now, with the format high-tech system, if you don't have the circular polarizer, you can't use filters because your filter holder attaches to your circular polarizer. That's a problem. Now, I do have the mica mount, so if I wanted to do anything using ND filters, I can use the 12 to 24, and technically I could actually use it on the other lenses, and it's got the variable one in there. Based on how dingy it is, I think I might be okay. I've got the ability to obviously up the aperture, keep it at sort of f11, don't really want to push it much more than that, f16 if I had to, but I don't really want to. So yeah, Egypt here messed up a little bit in that respect, but I'm sure I can still make it work. So we'll come back to that topic in a moment. I've just stopped at a spot where I'm going to see if there's any compositions around here, because I'm looking upstream at the moment and some nice fallen trees into the, I call it a ravine, valley, because it's obviously cuts away. Let me just spin you around so you know what the hell I'm talking about. You can see obviously it cuts away the river as it's cut into this sort of V shape. It's not really a valley, but yeah, and you've got these trees down here. So I'm going to have a look. I'm probably not seeing any compositions. Ideally, I'd like to be lower. And around this bit, there's no bits where you can actually get down to the streams. So, or river as it is. So I'll keep having a quick hunt around before heading back to Henrhyd Falls. Now that's a waterfall. So yeah, down at Henrhyd Falls, seems like the people who'd come down here have left since I obviously took that walk down to see anything else. Now, the trouble with this falls is there's a lot of spray off and it's a bit of a breeze today actually. I thought I'd miss it. Well, I didn't feel it when I was down the other end, but now I seem to have found it. I don't know if it's just as it's coming off the water, to be honest. So I'm getting a lot of spray. Better get a lens cloth out and make sure that I keep the front of the lens dry. The other problem I have with this falls as well, and it's not with the falls itself, is it's quite difficult to encompass anything else in there. I mean, you've got a cut log there. I think there's the stump behind me somewhere. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it's up here somewhere. Is it? I don't know. I always get this wrong. There's a stump around here somewhere that I used last time as the foreground. It worked. But what I would like is a bit more of an all-encompassing image. See, Brian's just behind me there, propping himself up for the minute while I'm just having a wander. I'm just going to make my way down these. Well, I could have gone down the steps. That would have been the clever idea. Not for old Mikey boy. There we go, some steps. I could come down here, and you can see there's, well, you can't see, but there's a path that's just walked round here. Got some logs and stuff. It might be worth strapping the 12 to 24 on the front of that. See if I can get any decent shots. Might even be able to come around this way. Probably very little in the way of foreground interest, to be honest. Might be able to. I think there's a variety of compositions that are, oh no, I don't like that. Variety of compositions that are potential. It's just whether I can get any portrait shots that encompass some of the surrounding areas, or if it's just going to be a single shot of the falls. I'm going to have a further look around and see what we can see, and then we'll come back and chat about my favourite shutter speeds for waterfalls. Okay, so Henrhyd's done. I'm actually happier with those compositions on the back of the camera than I was from the last time I was down there. Happy days. So, because I'm happy with those compositions, I'm actually going to try and make it to a second location. It's only about 15 minutes down the road, but I will get right back up to the top. Sunset's at 4:30. It's only 2:15 now, so might be able to make it. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, let's come back to the topic of today's video conversation. My favourite shutter speeds for waterfall photography. Now, what I try and aim for is somewhere in between about 1/4 second, or 1/4, sorry, of a second, and half a second, sometimes a second. Now, there is a dependency on your distance from the falls, things like that, and sometimes it will be a case of you set it up for your standard waterfall shutter speed and decide that actually I want to change it and go with something else. Now, those shots that I've just done that you would have already seen, hopefully if they came out all right, they were shot at about half second. So I've managed to hit my sweet spot. Now, I was on f/16. I did use the ultra wide, so I could have used the mica mount with the drop-in filter. That was a bit silly. Never mind. But yeah, didn't actually need to. So yeah, images look nice and sharp on the back of the camera. The ultra wide's not too bad for diffraction and stuff, so yeah, no real softening of images. But yeah, I'm going to descend down some steps now before having to clamber up the other side. I've just done a bit of a ascent here, to then descend down across a bridge to do an ascent. But yeah, the one disappointing thing I would say is that I didn't manage to encompass any of this late autumn. There are late autumn skies as well, but yeah, I didn't get any of the leaves and stuff in it, which is a bit of a shame. But there isn't really any from there, because I think the sheer force of the falls and the amount of water, it just rots the trees, so they've been cut back, hence why I used those cut trees in the tree stump as foreground. So anyway, yeah, so let's get signed out and try and make a shimmy over to a second location. If you don't see me from a second location in Wales, you know why, because I've run out of time. But yeah, obviously if you've liked this video, give us the old thumbs up, drop some subscribes from down the bottom, because obviously we will have content coming from the video, from this channel, sorry, regardless of whether it's from Wales or another location. And yeah, this is Mike out. Take care, be safe everyone, peace.